search multiple browsers for pictures and reviews posted by actual renters who have a real story to tell.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast with meteorologist Gauthreaux III.
RG3. Listen, I know, RG3. I didn't know that we called you that until, and I put it on social. Now I think everyone's going to do it.
It's easier than Gauthreaux, I think, sometimes. Certainly spelling it.
That's true. I didn't know how to say your name when you got here. Now, I have to say something that's going to happen tomorrow. It happens once a year, so this is really exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Tomorrow at 7:15 a.m. exactly, the sun will be just in the perfect spot where 99% of the population of the Earth will actually be, or at least be able to see sunlight. About 6.4 billion will be in direct sun, and then another 1.2 billion at least in twilight. And so the sun will be looking at the Earth just as you're looking at it now. That may be a little difficult to see because you're like, well, where's the United States? I can't see it. Aren't they seeing sunlight? Well, let me flatten the map for you. And the sun will be right over North Africa. And so where you see light is where at least there will be some light visible in the sky, if not direct sunlight. So basically everybody is included except for Australia, our friends down under. Well, they'll be in the dark, while the rest of us are under at least some capacity in the sunlight, or at least twilight, something like that. So it's pretty cool. It happens once a year, and tomorrow it will happen at 7:15 a.m. Now, as far as tomorrow's temperatures, this morning we got down to the upper 60s. We're probably going to be similar to that moving into tomorrow morning. Main reason for that is because it's very humid, and so dew points across the region are in the upper 60s. Some places are at 70. So the temperature can't drop below the dew point, and I don't expect the dew point itself to drop very much overnight. So temperatures are likely going to be in the upper 60s. So similar to this morning, it could be muggier, but it's going to be a little bit sticky. And then overall, tomorrow afternoon's actually looking kind of cool. The reason for that is because we're going to have some cloud cover, we're going to have some rain, and that will really kind of help stunt the temperature rising very much tomorrow afternoon. Not to mention we do have some cooler air coming in, so it should feel a bit nicer for the weekend. Temperatures now 76 in Dayton, 73 in Bell Fountain. Looks like no one's in the 60s quite yet. We're all in the mid to upper 70s, a few places in the lower 70s. And over the next 24 hours, you can see temperatures dropping in the low 70s again. I think we will hit the 60s tonight. You can see that each bar represents every 3 hours. So between one of these 3 hours, we'll likely drop down to the 60s briefly. Something interesting, too, is by 11 o'clock tomorrow night, so around this time tomorrow night, we'll already be in the 60s. So we do expect some cooler weather to come, all because of a nice little cold front that'll bring us some showers and thunderstorms. Now, across the Buckeye State at the moment, we're pretty dry. Earlier, we had some really nice thunderstorm activity coming in from Illinois, and then it kind of fizzled out. Actually, it did fizzle out as it moved across Indiana, and so we really didn't see much of it. If you were in our Indiana counties, you may have saw a few sprinkles. But off to the west again, you have some more showers coming in, and we probably will see a few of those coming in, especially closer toward sunrise or so. But overall, things are quiet across the Miami Valley now. We do see some increase in clouds. It won't be completely overcast, but it will be pretty cloudy overnight. And then a little bit of an active day, especially in the morning tomorrow. Let's take a look at around sunrise. You can see a few showers starting to come in from Indiana, and then a little bit later in the morning, that's when we're expecting some showers and thunderstorms to come through. We could see a strong storm or two within this line, so just be aware of that. As we move into the afternoon hours, you're still looking at some showers, but I think any threat for severe weather will really be minimal at that point. And then probably some lingering showers in the evening or very early Saturday morning before we clear up and we're left with some pretty nice weather. Now, as far as the risk for severe weather, it's mainly down to the south. It really kind of brushes our southern counties, at least the slight risk. That's a 2 out of 5, high 5 being the highest. But you can see we're at least in that marginal risk, so expect a chance of an isolated strong storm in the morning producing some strong wind or some isolated large hail. Can't rule out a spin-up tornado either somewhere across that region. But as we enter the weekend, highs in the 80s, lows even in the 50s a few nights. And then as we move into next week, temperatures actually a little bit below average with highs in the mid-80s. Chance of pop-up showers and thunderstorms return by Tuesday.
Thank you, Robert. The happiest place on earth, hacked. The post that popped up online and what followers saw. If you